So what's the money, Holmes?
It's all there. 30,000.
What the? Man, you can't come into our hood with that gun. Homie, what are you smoking? I want some of that shit, right?
Here's the coke, man. You want a taste?
I'm, sure, I guess.
Shouldn't have done that shit, Cracker. When I say come alone, you see I mean it.
Don't. Back up. Drop your weapons, and you might live. You know a fat guy named Boss? Drives a green Cougar?
Yeah, sure, man. I know that buster.
Where is he?
I don't know, man. He usually just cruises around on Fridays. Who the fuck are you, anyway?
And an asshole with a missing tooth. What's his name?
Jamie, man. Jamie. I got nothing to do with those Mexicans, man.
Ah, hell. I can't let you guys send the cops after me just yet. Oomph!
Oh, damn.
Yoink. I'll take that. Gentlemen. My Nick.
This is Farley.
Good morning, Lieutenant. This is Lieutenant Jackson down at Santa Monica. I noticed you accessed my files on the Gray case a couple of times. I just wondered if you might have any information I could use.
No, sir. A young man came in asking for information on the case. I just told him there was nothing new.
That's the only time I accessed your file. Well, my log shows 2 times. Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. I didn't even know that case was still active.
Interesting. Who was the kid?
Dark hair, fit, good-looking kid. Just a minute, I'll get his name. It was David McNally from Bend, Oregon.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Not who I thought it might be.
Thanks for your time.
IT department. Yes. Yes. Right. Hello, Defense Information Systems Agency. I'd like to report an internet breach at SMPD.
This is Lieutenant Jackson, see? How may I help you?
Hello, Lieutenant. This is Dale Ragland, Commander of Operations at the Defense Information Systems Agency. I understand you may have had your files accessed illegally?
Yes, Commander, that's correct. Possibly a security breach between departments. That means a possible internet breach. Funny thing, IT department said the right password was used and everything. Login was from a different precinct. It's probably a mistake, but the book says IT has to report it to you guys, I guess. You said operations?
Yes, it's not technically my department, but I had my IT guy flag any anomalies.
I see.
Well, it might just be one of those things. I'll have my people look into it as soon as I can, Lieutenant. Holy shit! Polebird, get in here, and bring your latest report.
Here it is, Dale.
Good, this'll just take a second. Didn't you say that guy in the alley, the one that saved your life, had a raspy voice? I don't see that in your report.
I'm sure all relevant information is in that report.
Of course, of course. And he asked about a fat guy and a guy with a missing tooth? Remember that flag we talked about earlier? Well, I followed up with SMPD. This could be our guy. Excellent report, Polebird. That'll be all. And send in that CIA liaison on your way out, will you?
Commander, you wanted to see me?
Miss Bronson, please, have a seat. I haven't seen you since your interview a few months ago. How are things?
They're going well. We're almost back on schedule.
Butting heads a bit with old Jim, huh? Don't act surprised, Bronson. I'm in the information business. But this is not why I called you in this morning. You served 4 years in the Army, intelligence specialist. A 6-year enlistment, but you were honorably discharged early when you were recruited by the CIA. Pretty rare for someone without a college degree, but I know your boss, Roy McDonald, and he's very good at spotting talent. Well, so am I, and he was letting your talents go to waste. You also got your private pilot's license in your spare time, single and dual prop. Now you're qualifying for jets. How's that going?
I have a few more hours flight time, sir.
Advanced scuba, martial arts, marksman, sharpshooter. My point is this. You didn't do all these things to be stuck in a basement changing a legacy system to a client server system. Are you aware of my pet project?
Lydia Doves? Your covert operations team?
That's the one. It's in its infancy still. How did you find out?
Dan Joliker is currently enlisted. Special Forces. Yet I've seen him here meeting with you.
He's a charmer, isn't he? Be careful with that one.
I grew up surfing the Southern California beaches, sir. Trust me, Dan is tame.
That was enough to give it away?
Well, sir, Polebird gets pretty focused on his computer. He doesn't always notice someone peeking over his shoulder.
I'll be sure to mention that to him. Anyway, I have a temporary spot to fill if you're interested.
Yes, sir.
You're aware of the dangers, of course.
Of course. What's the op?
Put together a file on this guy. Devyn McCar. He tapped into the police computer system looking for information on his girlfriend's murder. If I'm not mistaken, he has an agenda.
Revenge?
That's how I see it too. Get a file on McCar together. But first, I want you to keep an eye on the neighborhood where Polebird's sting went sour. McCar's in that area for a reason, and I don't think he'll quit until he finishes the job. He'll turn up again, and soon. Just watch him for now. We don't need to bring him in. Can you handle that?
Yes, sir. What about the database?
McDonald thought he pawned you off, but really he handed you to me on a silver platter. You have much more potential than setting up a database. Anything for me?
No, sir.
Dismissed. Oh, and Bronson, let me know how much you spent on your pilot's licenses and ratings. All of them. And when you're done with jet, continue with rotary wing. I understand you have some experience with military helicopters?
Correct. No license, but some flight time.
Perfect. That's all.
Hello. I'm interested in the boat.
It's Greg.
Hello. I'm interested in the boat you have for sale down in the marina.
She needs some TLC. I don't want to sell her, but my mom needs an operation and I need the money.
I can put a coat of paint on her. She floats,
Like a wet dream.
and the motor runs.
She'll make .5 past light speed.
That's pretty fast.
And I'll throw in a mercury outboard.
Well, she floats and the motor runs. Passes the Devyn test. I'll give you 8 for her.
Well, I'm asking 12.
Looks like we're settling on 10. Pleasure doing business with you. Cue the montage music. That's it, Manuel. Keep her coming.
In other news, a group of gang members were shot and killed in an alley in south central Los Angeles. No drugs or money were found on the scene. Police are still looking for suspects, but since the deceased were all minorities, we know who won't be reporting this story: the drive-by media.
They don't have the ability to be honest with the world around them. I don't think they have the ability to be honest about who they are at the same time.
Time is 10:52.
Hey, Jose, Crow.
Look at these weirdo. What's he want?
What's up, guys? Hadouken.
Kill the fuck, Crow. Get up, man. He's coming back. Shit. Hey man, what the fuck?
I'll ask the questions if you don't mind, Crow. Crow, Jose, I need some information from you two.
Who the fuck are you, man?
I'll ask the questions, but I will humor you on that one. Remember a few months ago? Initiation night, if I'm not mistaken. See this scar on my chest? That's right, boys. It's Judgment Night. Now, if you'd be so kind as to tell me where to find the piece of shit that did this to me, and that fat fuck, there's a chance you might see tomorrow morning.
You're bluffing, man. Anyway, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We don't know where to find those guys, right, Jose? Right, man. No idea. Okay, man. Okay, I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you.
Too late.
Good.
Shit! Oh, shit!
Shh. Quiet. Crow is safe now. I'm a marine biologist. I understand these things. If that concrete block isn't heavy enough, it'll only hold your buddy down temporarily. Then the methane gas, carbon sulfide, and carbon dioxide buildup in the bloated body will send him back to the surface for a few days to drift around. If I'm lucky, the crustaceans and sharks will polish him off well before that. If not, there's a very slim chance that his floating carcass will be discovered way out here. Now, what were we talking about? Something about where that fat piece of shit lives?
Okay, man, okay. He lives in an orange house right around the corner from where you got us, okay, man? Please, don't hurt me, man. Don't take me back. Please, man, don't throw me overboard.
Good night, Jose.
Good.